Good morning, everybody. Welcome into Mornings with Loretta. And yes, I am Loretta. And yes, I'm super excited because you know what? Just look where our guest is. I wanted her up here on purpose because you know what? With summer right around the corner, it's time to plan that family vacation. And it's important to look for the stress-free ones, right? Because the planning itself can have a lot of impact on your vacation. So joining us today is Jeanenne, and she's going to tell us how to plan this stress-free, fabulous vacation, right, Jeanenne?
That is right. And I want to start with one of my biggest tips for planning a stress-free vacation and taking a stress-free vacation is going to destinations that are easy to get to and finding those destinations. One of the reasons I love Florida is because it has so many easily accessible destinations. And for me and my family, we just want to get there and start our vacation. So you're seeing here a couple of my favorites here. Amelia Island. It's just 30 minutes north of Jacksonville International Airport. Stunning beaches, great for multi-gen travel. And the Palm Beaches, which is further down I-95. It's 50 miles of this beautiful Atlantic coastline that runs from Jupiter down to Boca Raton. And there's over 200 daily flights into Palm Beach International. So both of these are really great options to start your vacation right away.
Oh, wow. Okay, so we have some destinations. Of course, Florida is like number one, right? Especially if you're domestic traveling. So what would be the next thing? Because I know people at Price really decide to, but if I want to go, I'm going. I just know how to manage my money until that time. So what suggestions do you have, Jenny, for the price part?
Well, look, of course, price is important. And, there's something for everyone in these destinations. And that's why I like a wide range of possibilities. But one of the things that's really important, too, I think, when you're planning to travel with your family is making sure you're choosing somewhere where you can blend everybody's interests, where there's something for everyone. And that's one of the reasons I love these destinations. For example, in the Palm Beaches, we're a big outdoor family. We love spending time together that way. And there's surprisingly these great wildlife encounters. So there's Manatee Lagoon. You can go snorkeling with tropical fish at Phil Foster Park. We've met sea turtles at the Loggerhead Marine Life Center. And then, of course, there's scuba diving here. But I love it because Pure Vita Divers takes you to these unexpected places. So definitely can find different ways to experience this destination than you may have thought of. And then up in Amelia Island, they were actually named the #1 best island in the U.S. No surprise, because it's this great mix of history and adventure. There's a charming downtown, there's horseback riding and sunset cruises, but there's also things like a 19th century fort at Fort Clinch State Park. You would never expect that here. And a hands-on Amelia Island Museum of History that not just kids, but adults love too. So finding these destinations where everyone can have something they're looking forward to is really important.
Okay, so Amelia Island is like the #1 destination. How did I not know that? Is it because it's so family friendly? Maybe, because my kids are not traveling with me right now. They're doing their own thing. But I love it. I got to check it out. So when you are traveling and you're making the stress-free plans, what about where do you stay? Where do you stay on the island? Like I want to stay on the beach. Of course, we can't do that. But where should we stay?
Yeah. And I think choosing the right hotel when you're vacationing is really important, especially with families or maybe multi-gen trips. I personally love with having kids, those kids clubs, those supervised activities they have for kids at a lot of these resorts, because the kids can go do their thing and then adults can go relax a little bit on their own as well. Amelia Island has some great options for this. They have great vacation rentals, first of all. So if you're going multi-gen, know that there are a lot of fantastic homes there that are great for accommodating a huge family. But there's also these great resorts like the Omni Amelia Island Resort and Spa, the Ritz-Carlton Amelia Island. They have great educational kids programming at these resorts. And then down at the Palm Beaches, they were actually coined America's first resort destination because they're full of these world-renowned resorts and hotels that cater specifically to families. So places like the Palm Beach Marriott Singer Island Resort and Spa or the Four Seasons Resort Palm Beach. They're really known for connecting families and bringing families together. So I think it's important when you're choosing your hotel, not just looking at, how big is the room, but what are they offering my family while I'm there that's going to really bring us together?
I just want to stay there and watch the videos and hear you describe everything. But okay, so we got the best price, we got the best location, and we're doing this stress-free planning. The next thing, honey, is where do we go eat to feed ourselves and that family? What are the best places to go eat?
Absolutely. And for me with 3 kids, what are we going to eat is always on everyone's mind. And I love these destinations in Florida for one big reason. They have so many restaurants with relaxed atmospheres. They're really family friendly. And that's what we're always looking for because we really want everyone to enjoy it. Not only are you going to find great outdoor restaurants, of course, you want that al fresco dining when you're down in Florida, fresh off the boat seafood, really something for every palate here. But you want those places where you can go and the entire family can enjoy the experience. The thing I love about Amelia Island is that they even have a lot of restaurants that have playgrounds. So, you know, when the adults are still enjoying themselves, the kids can go run around and play. So those are really what you want to look for when you're planning where you're going to eat on vacation.
Okay, I really want to go back to that first question when you were telling us because I want to see that video again when we first started talking about Amelia Island. I think you mentioned another place, but it is so important that the planning is stress-free. And how do you make it stress-free? You do some research, right? Because you had to do all this research for you. So now that's done. So I want to go back to that first video when you were talking about stress-free planning, because if you're on the beach and you're stressed, something is seriously wrong.
Well, you can't go wrong with these destinations in Florida. That's, again, one of the reasons I love it so much is because they're easy to get to. They have a lot of resort and hotel options that everyone can enjoy. And again, you have these unexpected experiences. So, you know, we put all those things together. You really have the formula for a really great stress-free vacation. Where I would send folks to find more information and plan these stress-free vacations is visitflorida.com/family. This is a fantastic website. Lots of great ideas and so many destinations in the Sunshine State. They'll give you that stress-free summer vacation.
Oh my God, I'm so ready to go. I'm going to pack up and go like tomorrow.
Time to start planning.
It's time to get your air flights, your location, your hotel. She already told you where to stay and the restaurants. So you've done it all. So now it truly is stress-free. Thanks to you. I want to thank you for being my guest your first time here. I hope you'll come back. Don't be a stranger.
I would love to. Thanks so much for having me.
All right. Have a perfect week. Bye-bye. So she has to leave, but you know, I always love telling you about our guests because I don't like to take away the time while they're on air. But Jeanenne is a media and travel expert, seasoned broadcaster, and actress, host and executive producer and content creator with a passion for exploring. Over the last decade, she has shared her expertise and insights on top TV and radio networks, including Good Morning America, NBC Nightly News, The Today Show, Extra, Rachel Ray Show, CNN, HLN, CNBC, MSNBC, Fox News, ESPN, CBS, and The Loretta McNary Show, Mornings with Loretta, the Weather Channel, Wall Street Journal Radio, Wall Street Journal Online, and that's just naming a few. And we get to share time with her and learn from her and be inspired. So everybody, let's make sure that we are online searching for Amelia Island Beach, because that is my next destination. Because you know I love the beach. I have to go several times a year, and I'm planning a trip there myself. I'm not taking any kiddies with me, but I'm going to have a fantastic time. So I don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more Mornings with Loretta.